Trump is venturing into this weird, Margaret Atwood sort of, Handmaid's Tale kind of language when it comes to women. This is from 3 days ago. And look at this, all caps, right? Trump tweets, women are poorer than they were 4 years ago, are less healthy than they were 4 years ago, are less safe on the streets than they were 4 years ago, are more depressed and unhappy than they were 4 years ago, and are less optimistic and confident in the future than they were 4 years ago. Here he goes, dude. I will fix all of that and fast. And at long last, this national nightmare will be over. Dude, that's weird. That statement right there. I will fix all of that and fast. He's gonna just fix women and fast. Dude, that's creepy. That's some creepy Dr. Weirdo kind of shit. Women will be happy, healthy, confident, and free. You will no longer be thinking about abortion because it is now where it always had to be, with the states and a vote of the people. So you won't be thinking about abortion unless, of course, you're in a state that wants to put you in jail for having a miscarriage. Jesus, Trumpy. And with powerful exceptions, like those that Ronald Reagan insisted on for rape, incest, and the life of the mother, but not allowing for Democrat-demanded late-term abortion in the 7th, 8th, or 9th month, or even execution of a baby after birth. No, what would that be? The execution after birth? Is that like giving them the Kyle Rittenhouse? Or what, bro? Oh, Lord, I will protect women at a level never seen before. They will finally be healthy, hopeful, safe, and secure. Their lives will be happy, beautiful, and great again. Dude, so this post, though, wow, the caps don't make me laugh anymore because I feel like the language that he's starting to use is getting more and more urgent and more weird. And so now the caps are just creeping me out, dude, because think about the tone of this. The messianic and weird creeper, like, guy who has a bunch of women handcuffed in his basement kind of tone, where he's basically saying women are lost and alone and depressed and unhappy and they have no hope. But he's going to come in and just fix this. He's going to come in and just fast. He's going to fix all the women, make them happy again, and make them so they're not thinking about the dirty abortion, so they're safe and protected with Donnie, like Donnie Happiness. Dr. Donnie is showing up and going to wave his magic 2-inch penis in front of the women, and they're going to be cured. And now the fact, though, that Donnie is an adjudicated sexual abuser, has 26 credible rape accusations, has been heard live talking about how he doesn't even wait to ask. He just grabs him by the pussy and moves on him like a bitch. The guy who single-handedly stacked the Supreme Court with religious freaks that have taken away women's right to their own bodies. He's the head of a party that has voted against IVF and paid family leave and providing childcare, providing free lunches, providing guaranteed health care to kids, eradicating poverty for families. His party has voted against all of that. And yet he's proclaiming himself as some type of protector of women. That's weird, guys. That's creepy. When the molester guy who guaranteed women can be forced to deliver their babies is now saying, hey, girls, hey, women, I'm gonna protect you now. Oh, Lordy, I am your protector. I want to be your protector. I mean, it's getting weird, bro.
So we have to talk business. I always thought women liked me. I never thought I had a problem.
Dude, the grab him by the pussy guy says he always thought women liked him. All right. I mean, You're not exactly reading the room, but all right, here we go.
All right, so we have to talk business. I always thought women liked me. I never thought I had a problem. But the fake news keeps saying women don't like me. I don't believe it. I think
women don't
you know
like him.
They like to have strong borders. They like to have safety. Nothing personal. I think they like me. But I make this statement. Thank you. I love you too. I love you too. Thank you. But I think they like me because I represent something that's very important. I make this statement to the great women of our country. Sadly, women are poorer than they were 4 years ago, much poorer, are less healthy than they were 4 years ago, are less safe on the streets than they were 4 years ago, are paying much higher prices for groceries and everything else than they were 4 years ago, are more stressed and depressed.
Dude, look at him. He's doing the whole fucking bit, bro. He's basically turned this chaotic, 1 a.m. By the way, this was like I believe it was a late night tweet. All right, here we go. Let's see him.
But I think they like me because I represent something that's very important. I make this statement to the great women of our country.
Dude, he's so creepy.
Sadly, women are poorer than they were 4 years ago, much poorer, are less healthy than they were 4 years ago, are less safe on the streets than they were 4 years ago, are paying much higher prices for groceries and everything else than they were 4 years ago, are more stressed and depressed and unhappy than they
I wonder if the overturning of Roe v. Wade had anything to do with the stress.
Were 4 years ago.
The delivering the rapist babies?
Optimistic and confident in the future than they were 4 years ago.
This is actually untrue. A lot of women are blossoming and are fighters. I mean, you saw all the women in the Kamala Oprah, the town hall the other day. They're filled with optimism and hope with the arrival of Kamala. I mean, they're tired of him. They're tired of his negativity and his misogyny and, him inspiring young men to use the N-word and to degrade women online constantly and shit. The red pilling and the savage debasement of women that's occurred with people like Trump and Tate and all their other misogynist, degenerate, shitter men. That's problematic. But I think they see the light at the end of the tunnel. Absolutely. It's come November. They see the light at the end of the tunnel to ship these motherfuckers out.
4 years ago, I believe that. I will fix all of that and fast, and at long last, this nation and national nightmare will end.
Dude, he will fix all of that and fast. He's gonna fix women, bro.
We've got to end this national nightmare.
Yeah. How, Donnie?
Because I am your protector. I want to be your protector. As president, I have to be your protector. I hope you don't make too much of it. I hope the fake news doesn't go, oh, he wants to be their protector. Well, I am. As president, I have to be your protector. I will make you safe at the border.
So creepy.
On the sidewalks of your now violent cities.
Dude.
In the suburbs where you are under migrant criminal siege.
Dude, in the suburbs where you're under migrant criminal siege. Dude, that's not fucking happening, bro. Oh my God, dude. That's hilarious. The suburbs where you're under migrant criminal siege.
And with our military protecting you from foreign enemies, of which we have many today because of the incompetent leadership that we have, you will no longer be abandoned, lonely, or scared.
Dude, look at the people back here. None of these people give two shits about this guy, bro. Right? Look at them. They're so disinterested. They're just like, dude, nobody back here gives two shits about fucking Trumpy.
You will no longer be in danger. You're not going to be in danger any longer. You will no longer have anxiety from all of the problems our country has today. You will be protected, and I will be your protector. Women.
Dude.
Women will be happy, healthy, confident, and free.
Women will be happy, healthy, confident, and free, but only because of Donnie, guys.
You will no longer be thinking about abortion. So all they talk about abortion because we've done something that nobody else could have done.
Dude.
It is now where it always had to be, with the states and a vote of the people.
Dude, what a fucking weirdo, bro. Did you notice, though, that he essentially took this, he mixed up the order of it. Like, he started with the screed at the top, then he moved into the abortion part at the end with a little rambling in between. He added the part about being the protector. He's doing the whole Jesus-y sort of like he's the Messiah kind of vibe. But, I mean, are we not going to stop for a minute and notice how incredibly creepy that is? That we have a presidential candidate who is known for actually abusing women, for assaulting women, for being a degenerate towards women, standing up there and promising some type of like protection and deliverance of happiness and removing all their anxieties if you just vote for him for president. It's literally fucking crazy talk. It's like David Koresh kind of shit. It is David Koresh kind of shit.
There is a battle between good and evil, between every individual and themselves, you know, between what's right is right, it's Christ, and what's wrong is wrong, that's the devil. And I have to admit, doing right in my life and doing wrong in my life.
Because I'm telling you, dude, Trump is getting weird. He's getting weird, bro. This Trump shit is like venturing into that same territory. He is out there, bro.
Change and it's being negotiated, but it's the vote of the people, and it's with the exceptions. We want to have the exceptions. Some people have to follow their heart, but it's hard not to have the exceptions. It really is. But that's all they talk about. The country's falling apart. We're going to end up in World War III, and all they can talk about is abortion. That's all they talk about. And it really no longer...
Who's the they, right? I'm intrigued by the they, right? The GOP, the right wing's favorite pronoun, they, until a non-binary person uses it. But who is the they?
Because we've done something on abortion that nobody thought was possible. And I give those three brilliant, if you think about it, and it's six, but the three that we put in, but six brilliant justices of the United States Supreme Court, a tremendous hand for their intelligence, but also for their courage. It took a lot of courage to do so. It's where everybody wanted it, every legal scholar, every legal expert. And the vote's going to change. And
dude, he is crazy.
I have always defended and supported IVF.
By the way, this is untrue that he's always defended and supported IVF. It's not true. The only reason why they even started supporting IVF at all was after that Alabama Supreme Court decision. The one that mentioned God like 60 times and scuttled IVF, and then there was a nationwide uproar, and then they quickly passed a law or whatnot. That's the only time that they've ever been even remotely like protective of IVF. And in fact, there was just legislation in the Senate to protect IVF, and J.D. Vance didn't even vote. He was at the border filming TikTok content on that day.
The Republican Party, and we gave you and give you total support on IVF. Don't let anyone tell you different. We are much stronger than the Democrats. We want beautiful babies in our country. We want you to have your beautiful, beautiful, perfect baby. We want those babies, and we need them.
We want those babies and we need
And
them.
I will protect women at a level never seen before. They will finally be healthy, hopeful, safe, and secure. Their lives will be happy, beautiful, and great again. And it's my honor to do so. It's my honor to do so.
Dude,
women
wait.
at a level never seen before.
Hold on. Dude, David Koresh.
And I will protect women at a level never seen before. They will finally be healthy, hopeful, safe, and secure. Their lives will be happy, beautiful, and great again. And it's my honor to do so. It's my
Dude, women are nothing without Trumpy now.
honor to do so.
Dude, this is not normal, guys. This kind of rhetoric of like women being lost sheep and shit, this is not normal. This is deeply, deeply abnormal rhetoric coming from this man.
Because that's all they talk about. Our country's a mess. It's a mess. The borders are bad. The trade is bad. The inflation is bad. It's the worst.
And all they talk about is you wanting to deliver their uteruses to the in America. Yeah, that's
time in
interesting.
your lives in our country. We're being laughed at by everybody in the world. Everything is wrong with our country. Nothing's right. And all they talk about is abortion.
Dude, what is he tripping on, bro? Everything is wrong with our country. Nothing is right. And all they talk about is abortion. Dude, that is some crazy shit, bro. Like we're talking some crazy shit. Yeah. That is really stepping out there. I mean, you know, the overturning of Roe v. Wade was a real, I think all women felt that. And seeing other women's stories on like social media about, you know, miscarriages where they're getting investigated by cops or threatened with jail time or, you know, bleeding out and nearly dying because of the, you know, the so-called exceptions that doctors are worried about acting on because they're nervous they might be prosecuted and lose their licenses. So there's definitely been some trauma around that. But in general, when Trump was president, it was like that trauma was like every day because of his sort of vitriol and negativity. And you know, in general, he treats women like shit. Like, you know, we've seen the reporters. Let me see if we can find this clip real quick. This is the great protector right here. Watch this right here. This is the clip. Okay, this is Trump, the great protector of women. Watch what he says to this woman in red here, this reporter, when she takes the mic.
It's really great to see everybody on this beautiful, beautiful day in Washington, D.C. Okay, question? Yeah, go ahead. Sure. She's shocked that I picked her.
No.
It's like in a state of shock.
I'm not thinking, Mr.
That's
President.
okay. I know you're not thinking. You never do.
I'm sorry?
No, go ahead.
Do you see that? He says she's shocked that I picked her, and she says, I'm not, thank you. She replied to his statement of him saying, oh, she's shocked that I picked her. She's shocked. And she's like, I'm not, thank you. And he says, I know you're not thinking, you never do. She's like, excuse me? This is the great protector of women. This was his first time around. Just
Okay, question?
belittling.
Yeah, go ahead. Sure. She's shocked that I picked her.
No.
It's like in a state of shock.
I'm not thinking, Mr.
That's
President.
okay. I know you're not thinking. You never do.
I'm sorry?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
You hear his tone? It's like he's despicable and disgusting. Like, my dad was an abusive man. He was the kind of guy that used to, you know, grab my mom around the neck. And like, he didn't actually openly hit her, but he used to like push her against things and grab her neck and treat her in a very violent sort of way. And he used that tone. Okay? You don't use a tone like that to women unless you absolutely have nothing but disgust for them. This feels problematic to me that we have interviews of this woman talking about specifically about Trump's improper behavior around young women, young staff members. And to me, that is like extraordinarily problematic. Here it is.
I have countless cases of what I considered impropriety in the White House that I brought to the chief of staff because I thought the way he engaged with women was dangerous.
Wait, you brought to Mark Meadows, the chief of staff, or other chiefs of staff, incidents that you witnessed of Donald Trump behaving inappropriately with women?
I did, as well as former White House press secretary Stephanie Grisham.
Dude, you see that? They literally had to keep him away from female staffers. This guy who says he's going to protect and fix and save women.
Can you tell us more about what Alyssa Farah Griffin is talking about what happened in the White House?
Back to what Alyssa said, yes, I wrote about it in my book. In fact, there was one specific staffer that he worked for me, and he would request for her to be on constant trips. When it wasn't her turn, I would rotate the staffers to go on foreign trips, especially. He one time had one of my other deputies bring her back so that they could look at her ass, is what he said to him. And I wrote about this in my book. So this is nothing new for me to be saying publicly, but she, I sat down and talked to her at one point, asked her if she was uncomfortable. I tried everything I could to ensure she was never alone with him. I did take it to a couple of different chiefs of staff, including Mark Meadows. And, I don't like Mark Meadows. Everybody knows that. And, I think at the end of the day, what could they do other than go in there and say, this isn't good, sir? And, Donald Trump will do what Donald Trump wants to do. So I don't know that I even blame them. When you're dealing with the president of the United States, again, there's no HR group or HR representative to go to talk to about these kinds of things.
It's sort of odd, when you say it, though. I mean, I'm having sort of a flashback to that tape on Access Hollywood that for him, what he did, it just continued, right? I mean, it just was sort of,
just
they
the
let you do it. I mean, I'm not saying
thing.
it went that far in the cases what you're saying, but I am hearing an eerie echo from what you're describing. What else could they do but say this isn't a good look, sir?
Right.
But look, I knew him for many years before he was in the White House, and this is consistent. How often did this happen?
Everybody
Stephanie,
knows
that you saw?
He's a degenerate.
Well, I mean, it happened in terms of, he would always comment on women's looks, or, he would even talk to me sometimes about various plastic surgeries, etc. But with this one staffer, it was really bad, to the point that I was extremely uncomfortable. And, the sad thing is, every senior staff member knew it. Everybody talked about it in our White House. And, I challenge anybody to say what I'm saying right now is not true.
Here's the thing is this was going on for years while he was the president. And here he is running for president again. And this should be on blast. We should be reminding everyone of what a fucking degenerate this guy is. Because this is the same guy who is just saying here that I am your protector.
As president, I have to be your protector. I am your protector.
Right? He's talking about the women.
Because I am your protector. I want to be your protector. As president, I have to be your protector. I hope you don't make too much of it. I hope the fake news doesn't go, oh, he wants to be their protector. Well, I am. As president, I have to be your protector. I will make you safe at the border, on the sidewalks of your now violent cities, in the suburbs where you are under migrant criminal siege.
Big oof.
And with our military protecting you from foreign enemies, of which we have many today because of the incompetent leadership that we have. You will no longer be abandoned, lonely, or scared. You will no longer be in danger. You're not going to be in danger any longer. You will no longer have anxiety from all of the problems
no
our
anxiety
country has today.
Women are going to be
You will
free of
protected,
anxiety.
And I will be your protector. Women.
Dude.
Women will be happy, healthy, confident, and free. You will no longer be thinking about abortion. It's all they talk about, abortion, because we've done something that nobody else.
There's Trumpy. There's Trumpy. All right.
Etc. Well, I mean, it happened in terms of, he would always comment on women's looks, or, he would even talk to me sometimes about various plastic surgeries, etc. But with this one staffer, it was really bad, to the point that I was extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah,
and,
it's crazy.
The sad thing is, every senior staff member knew it. Everybody talked about it in our White House. And, I challenge anybody to say what I'm saying right now is not true. So it happened with her a lot. And again, I did everything I could to keep her off of trips, actually, and to stay with her if she was with him alone, because I was really nervous about what could happen. And this was before I knew kind of any of the E. Jean Carroll allegations. I stupidly did know about the Access Hollywood video, but maybe that was what made me, keep with her all the time.
And obviously, I know you're protecting her identity as you should. But just to be clear, did anybody, I know you're talking about what you did about it. Did Meadows or anybody do anything about it?
Of course not.
Other than you trying to protect her, it was just, it was what it was.
Yeah, not that I'm aware of. I took it to the highest absolute level that I could. And from there, I don't know where it went.
All right. Well, Stephanie, I appreciate it. I always appreciate talking to you.
There you go. There you go, man. Isn't that wild? That Trump the Protector, bro. Trump the Protector. Dude, he is so creepy. He is so creepy. And yet there are people who are like, oh, I need to find out more about Kamala's economic plan. Dude, guy is so creepy. So yeah, Trumpy is on one, boss.